Okay, so I got to download that your voice is healing. Your voice heals someone's soul. I heard back from the future. Back from the future? This is some type of spiritual thing here. Some type of spiritual connection. I just heard someone's future self is trying to help them. Someone's future. That sounds like one of those movies that I be watching. I don't even remember the movie that I watched that was like that. Someone's future self, even though, according to the movies, you're not supposed to see your future self because your future self could mess up the timeline of what the destiny is. But usually in those movies, your future self is trying to help you. You know how they say from a... Oof, I just felt tingles. You know how they say from a quantum perspective, everything is at the same time? Like somewhere in some other dimension, we're being born. That is so trippy. Oh my goodness, when I think about it, it's like... That makes me feel like that. Like, whoa. It's amazing. But let me see where this reading is going. I heard back from the future. Like someone's future self is trying to help them. Or I could say higher self as well. Okay, what do you want them to know? I just saw the 8 of Pentacles. Transformation. The God in you is trying to help you to transform. Your God body is activating. I just heard your God body is activating. Okay. What else? Oh, I just heard something else. Hold on, it's still happening. It's still coming to me. There is a relationship that has another chance. Okay, there's a relationship that has another. It's like the divine is giving you another chance. God is giving this relationship another chance because in a past life it didn't work out. Because the masculine energy, something about they weren't ready to transform or they weren't ready for this relationship. So the Wheel of Fortune is here with the High Priestess and the 6 of Cups after the Death card and the Emperor. So the Emperor could not put an end to something, and that caused the two of you to not be able to live out your destiny in the past. Okay? That's deep. All right. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm hearing. So now, both of you are presented with another chance to do it again. But it's up to this divine masculine to recognize what this is. If the divine masculine does not recognize, I think I just heard a squirrel. Yeah, that sounds like that squirrel that was running around with a nut making noise that day. But anyway, I did not know that squirrels made noise until that day. I never heard a squirrel before, but I heard the squirrel that day. So, from what I'm seeing, the divine masculine is the one that must make the ultimate decision because it's a part of their karmic cycle. It's something that has to do with their shadow, something that has to do with their growth, spiritual growth. The Two of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. What is this Three of Cups? The Devil. And the High Priestess. That mixes mess with my brain. What else? What else? There's something about this person in a past life choosing, it feels like something like, okay, you know how in certain families you would be a disgrace to your family if you don't abide by the family laws or rules or belief system. This person was in love with you, but they chose to abide by their family, like whatever their family said, whatever their family has raised them to believe, but they broke their own heart doing this. They didn't even want to do it. They wanted to choose you, but they didn't want, it's like they didn't want to be a disgrace to their family. So they chose their family name over you. But they didn't want to. They genuinely didn't want to. I feel like it broke their heart and they cried forever. Once the two of you could not be, they cried forever. And their sadness stayed with them into their future life, like the next life that they live. So this person has felt a void for their entire life and didn't know what they were feeling, and it was you. You not being in their life, it caused them to have a lot of heartbreak, a lot of confusion, and a lot of toxic coping mechanisms to be able to withstand the void that they were feeling, because it took time for them to find you again, or for your souls to meet again. And now is the time where it's time for your two souls to meet again. However, it is up to this person to be able to snap into being able to make the decision for themselves and not the decision for their family. It's about them being true to themselves. It's a part of their karma. It's a part of their lesson, their soul's lesson, their soul's journey. This is a part of it, to stay true to self. This is deep, this reading. Yep. Because with you is their happiness. Now, if they choose to go along with what people say around them, then it's like they miss out on the opportunity. Because this is an opportunity of lifetimes, I'm hearing. So if it doesn't happen this lifetime, because if they choose their family again, then it's like, I guess I'll see you next lifetime. And let's see if it works then. But if that's the case, then you have to go through all the karmic cycles all over again. At least the ones that you have not learned from completely. And this person will be very sad if they choose anything other than you. It feels like Spirit is coercing them to activate and do what they know that their heart is desiring, but they're fighting it. It kind of goes with the last reading, because they're in disbelief. It does. It goes with, this feels like a part 2. and this person does well for themselves, that might be another reason why they're in disbelief, because they always feel as though someone is, they have to be careful. You know, when you do well for yourself nowadays, you have to be careful, because there's too many people out here that are, they prey on people who do well for themselves. And it's not about love, it's about how they can cling on to a person and siphon everything from them and leave them with nothing. So, they choose you, then they'll know what to do. Oftentimes they felt lost and confused, and that's because you are their perfect match. You are their confidant. You are, I heard, a duplicate of their own mind, which is different to say. A duplicate of their own mind. It's just that the two of you have different ways of being, because you're both different but very similar. So when you come together, whatever is broken inside will heal. So this is, okay, so you're already healing them with your voice in some way. I don't know how they're listening to you. I don't know if you've been talking to this person already, or if you've seen this person, or I don't know the dynamics. You do. But the point is that your voice heals this person, and they already recognize, look, wow, I just cracked. I'm talking about how your voice, this is speaking. This is a speaker. And someone who's very intellectually savvy, I just heard. They're sapiosexual. Very enticed and aroused by someone's mind, and that's how they feel about you. So together, whatever is broken will be healed by default. Okay? So that's it for this message. I'm sure it will find who needs to hear it well. If you would like to book a coaching call or a reading with me, you can. If you would like to purchase any of my books, you can. I just wrote a book yesterday. I did it all in one day. It was very spontaneous. But I picked up the signal and I just started typing. So it's available now. It's called They Messed Up. Their Time Is Up. Okay. And now I want to say but I'm not going to say that because that's not on the book. It just rhymed. But it's available now on both of my websites, on the Fourth Wall website that's below the YouTube video, as well as on my original website, www.MNHONEYROSE.org. Alright. Everything you do it with love. Always remember, the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. I'll see you in the next one.